Welcome to Six Figs. I'm Kyle. In today's video, we're talking about CKB Nervos Network, from the ecosystem news to the charts, which I think the price action's about to get kind of spicy, not going to lie. Nervos Network's hosting CKCon November 9th, Thailand time, which I believe is about 8 hours from the time I create this video. Anyway, they've got a link on one of their posts that will allow you to participate and watch what's going down in real time. I met up with a team out there a couple years ago. It was awesome. They have got some great stuff going. I wish I could have been there this year, but I just returned from a huge trip to Japan. So they are getting set up quite nicely. The Nerve Apes are out in full force. Nervos Nation's got a booth up. They've got a ton of swag here. And if you guys can see, there is a t-shirt down here. And they sent this to me, but it says, "Get in, you know what? CKB is going to the moon." And this is absolutely phenomenal. I love the fact that they are giving this stuff away at this conference. So big shout out to everybody out in Chiang Mai right now. JoyID, built on Nervos Network, is absolutely crushing it. It's got almost 1 million total users, and it's racked up about 55,000 new users for the month of October. This is insane. This is one of the best mobile wallets I have ever used in my life. I love this thing so much. So huge tip of the hat to Cypher and JoyID. It's just been an awesome year following JoyID and seeing their success because they just turned 1 year old. 1 year old. Give a big shout out to Nervos Nation. Follow them at Nervos Nation. There's some links to their Telegram group, which is absolutely kick-ass. Kraken Pro just announced CKB Nervos Network Perpetual Futures are now live and ready to trade, baby. We're getting the eyes of the bigger exchanges on Nervos Network and CKB. Rightfully so, because the project is ranked at 150, baby. Now, I do think that it's only a matter of time before we see other big exchanges, hopefully Coinbase, takes notice and lists CKB. It's about time, right? This thing has survived now for years and years. Through bear markets, they have kept building. CKB is down 2% on the day, up 6 on the week, up 274% on the year. Now, I've been really kind of watching the MEXC perpetual futures on Nervos Network CKB, and I think that we could be on the tick of a violent upswing. And I say this when I look at this RSI. This is what I'm kind of looking at, where price is right now and what has happened in previous instances. So you can see, like right here, we had the RSI zooming up towards this yellow line. Here's what's happening here. So I think that right now there is this chance on the 3-day chart that we could be gearing up for some sort of a reversal. And I do think that there might be some sort of cup and handle that is forming right now on the RSI. So I'm hopeful that is what we'll get, is a nice squeeze to the upside. And I do think that if price action follows this Fibonacci channel to the upside, I mean, we're looking at anywhere from a 5.5 cent up to maybe a 7 cent CKB. That's just a short-term local high, I do believe. But if this thing continues to run, I mean, dang, we could almost see this thing run, you know, up to 20 to 40 cents. You guys have to understand that there's going to be about $8 trillion supposedly or projected entering the crypto markets. Investors are going to look at like the top 200, 300, 400 projects. There's going to be a lot of cash inflow into a lot of these projects. So with that in mind, if this really is the golden bull run, I mean, man, this could be our ticket. So we have to make it, you know, we have to make it. Really conservatively, I'm looking at around this 18 cent-ish region. And when we look at what would go into something like Nervos, and basically we look at the market cap and the price right now. So let's just say, my conservative estimate is like 10 to 18 cents, but let's just say we've got 18 cents. So that is 18 cents divided by 0.0295. And so that's really, oops, looks like I botched my math here. So we got 0.18 divided by 0.01295. So that's just a 13x. Almost, we'll just round it up to a 14x. Currently, we've got a $582 million market cap, which is absolutely huge. So realistically, we'd be looking at, bear with me, a $8 billion market cap just to hit 18 cents. So with that said, you start looking at that 40-cent level, 50-cent level. Yeah, we're really kind of looking at maybe like a $22 billion market cap. So I do think that like some of these numbers are actually very achievable, especially given the circumstances that I just outlined with this trillions of dollars entering the crypto markets. So right now, what is CKB doing? Well, we've got what I like to call a Fibonacci sliver by default. Now, this is a term that I've coined. Whenever you've got a Fibonacci channel like this, and you've got a squeeze up against the lower trend line of this channel, basically what it's doing is it's kind of like a sliver, right? So a Fibonacci sliver by default is what I call this. It's squeezing this price action into this area. And on this 3-day chart, on the perpetual futures, we've got a 200 moving average, and you can see that we are holding support above this 50 moving average. So I am hopeful to see CKB start ripping off to the races. I've got a big long open on CKB right now. This isn't financial advice or anything like that, but I've probably got like a $4,000 or $5,000 long, 3x long on Nervos right now. But I'm not giving you any financial advice on what you should do. I can afford to lose 3,000 or 4,000. So it's definitely one of those things. We're going to have to play the waiting game, guys. Let's see if we can throw up a Fibonacci time sequence. So right now, pay attention to Friday, November 29th. I'm hoping that this thing rips off violently, and that might be a pullback date. We just have to wait and see. But that could be a key date to kind of watch out for. I love you guys all. Hope everyone's having a great time in Thailand. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video.